Have you ever been told that artificial intelligence will steal your job? Or maybe that it's too complex for anyone but tech experts to understand? Well, let me show you something different. ChatGPT isn't just for coders or scientists. It's for anyone who can type a question. And the truth is, once you understand how it works, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. This isn't just another tool. ChatGPT is reshaping the way we think about work, creativity, and learning. It's a conversational AI that's so advanced, it can do everything from drafting your emails to helping you plan a vacation, or even explaining quantum physics like it's a bedtime story. But here's the catch. It only works as well as you know how to use it. So, today, we're diving deep into how ChatGPT works, what it can do, and how to master it in 2025. ChatGPT, built by OpenAI, is what's called a language model. That means its whole purpose is to understand and generate text based on what you type in. But here's what's great. It's not just about answering questions. It's about helping you think better, create faster, and solve problems more efficiently. So how does it actually work? Without getting into technical jargon, ChatGPT has been trained on mountains of text from books, websites, and other sources. It doesn't know things in the way humans do, but it recognizes patterns in language. When you type something, it predicts the most likely response based on those patterns. It's a bit like autocomplete on your phone, but more advanced. For example, if you ask ChatGPT, "What's the capital of France?" It knows that Paris is the most likely answer, not because it's memorized a fact sheet, but because of the patterns in the data it's trained on. Now, here's where things get really interesting. ChatGPT has improved massively over the past year. The new version, GPT-4, isn't just better at understanding your questions, it's also better at reasoning, problem solving, and even interpreting images. You can show it a picture and it can tell you what's in it. You can upload a photo of a plant and ask, "What's wrong with this leaf?" Or upload a graph and ask, "What does this data mean?" And ChatGPT will be able to analyze the image and respond to your question. It's not perfect, but it's getting closer to being a true multi-tool for life. But if you've ever used ChatGPT and thought, "This isn't quite what I wanted," it's probably not the AI's fault. The quality of what you get out of it depends heavily on what you put in. This is where prompting, how you ask questions or give instructions, makes all the difference. Say you want ChatGPT to explain a difficult concept, like blockchain. If you just ask, "What is blockchain?" you'll get a basic explanation. But if you're more specific, you can get a much better result. Try asking, "Explain blockchain to someone who knows nothing about technology in a simple and relatable way." Suddenly, the response is clearer and easier to understand. Why? Because you gave ChatGPT the context it needed to shape the answer. Formatting is another powerful tool. If you want a list of ideas for a project, you can ask ChatGPT to format the output as bullet points. If you're trying to plan something like a weekly schedule, you can ask for a table. These little tweaks might seem simple, but they can completely change how useful the AI's response is. And then there's role prompting, which is one of the best tricks in the book. Let's say you're studying a complicated topic, like climate change. You could ask ChatGPT to explain it as if it's a college professor. But what if you need to present that same information to a group of 10-year-olds? Try asking ChatGPT to take on the role of an elementary school teacher. It adjusts its language, examples, and tone to fit the audience you're imagining. This kind of flexibility is incredibly helpful for educators, parents, and anyone who needs to communicate effectively. Now, what if you want ChatGPT to help you solve a problem step by step? There's a trick for that too. By including the phrase "think step by step" in your prompt, you can encourage the AI to break down its reasoning. For example, if you ask, "How do I start a small business?" and add "think step by step," it'll give you a clear, organized plan instead of a generic response. This is especially helpful for complex topics where you need more than just a quick answer. Sometimes, the best insights come from follow-up prompts. Let's say ChatGPT gives you an answer, but it's too complicated. You can type, "Can you explain that in simpler terms?" Or, if you're not satisfied with the analogy it used, you can ask, "Can you explain this using a different analogy?" The beauty of ChatGPT is that it remembers the context of your conversation, so you can keep refining your question until the answer clicks. If you're someone who likes to stay organized, you'll love the ability to rename, delete, and archive your chats. If you have a favorite or important conversation with ChatGPT that you want to refer back to, you can archive it so it's easy to find later. If you need to clean up your workspace, you can easily delete the chats you don't need anymore. These features might not sound flashy, but they're incredibly practical. Then, there's the voice feature. You can use voice mode to talk to ChatGPT and it will speak back to you. If you're using the mobile app, you can just speak your question instead of typing it out, and ChatGPT will respond. This is especially handy when you're on the go or need to multitask. Now let's talk about custom instructions. This is one of the most powerful features ChatGPT has to offer. Custom instructions let you tell ChatGPT two important things: who you are and how you'd like it to respond. Click on your profile icon and then click on Customize ChatGPT. Hit OK, and then you'll see these two boxes. In the first box, you can add details about yourself, like your interests, profession, or the kind of help you're looking for. This helps ChatGPT give answers that are more tailored to you. In the second box, you can set preferences for tone and style. For example, you can request concise answers or ask for explanations that avoid technical jargon. If there are things you find annoying, like constant apologies or references to ChatGPT's limitations, you can specify that too. The more you experiment with custom instructions, the more you'll discover how to make ChatGPT work exactly the way you want. Another outstanding feature is the ability to create custom GPTs. These are like mini versions of ChatGPT, tailored for specific tasks. You can customize everything from the tone of the responses to the knowledge it has access to. For example, you could create a custom GPT that specializes in writing bedtime stories for kids, or one that helps you draft legal documents. Once you've built a custom GPT, you can even share it with others. While ChatGPT has a free plan that anybody can use for most tasks, it's worth getting the $20 ChatGPT Plus plan for better responses and also for more advanced features, like creating custom GPTs. Just remember, ChatGPT is only as powerful as you make it. The more you learn to shape your prompts, explore its features, and experiment with its capabilities, the more value you'll get out of it. So take the time to play around with it. Try new things. Push its limits. What has your experience been with ChatGPT, or will you be trying it out for the first time? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful or interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.